Poland is like a hidden gem for Pakistanis. Are on the extreme poles, I would say. So yeah, like in short, I would say it was amazing for me. Cumulatively, I would say the whole process took me almost 1 million Pakistani rupee.
You've never been there, no?
No, I cannot go there.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you guys doing? Today I'm joined by the one and only Fahad Khan, my friend from Pakistan. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
So,
much.
so the first question is going to be, how has Poland been treating you so far? How was your stay in Poland?
It had been incredible for me, honestly, I would say, because I had a very life-changing experience here when I arrived, because especially when you are coming from a country that has a very different culture and then you move to a country that has a very, like, we are on the extreme poles, I would say. So yeah, like in
Yeah.
short, I would say it was amazing for me.
Yeah, and you came here as a student, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I arrived in Poland, honestly,
For how long? How long you've been here?
almost 3 years plus a few months over. So like 3.5 years, you can count it. So I arrived here back in 2022. And I arrived in Poland as a student and I started my master's studies here. And then, the typical journey of a student. So you just graduate, and then after graduation, you start looking for the jobs. And yeah, so it's something like
Yeah,
this.
so on the topic of studies, can you
Mhm.
walk me through how was the process for you from the research? Why did you choose Poland? That's the first question.
Okay.
And then you can walk me through the research as
Mhm.
a from Pakistan. What was your mindset?
Mhm.
What did you did like
Mhm.
like admission process, the visa process?
Mhm.
I think it would be helpful for everyone watching this video.
Absolutely. So I would say that, like as I mentioned, I arrived here in March 2022. But of course, the journey for coming abroad started far before than the actual event that happened. So I was like, okay, I'm done with my life in Pakistan. I studied here. I have, experienced 23 years of my life. So I was like, okay, we can just look for opportunities abroad. So, to be honest, Poland was not my first priority when I was looking for it. There were other couple of options, but then due to the COVID and some other reasons, I came across Europe, and I don't know, some part of my mind, I was always fascinated by life in Europe. So I came across Poland, and to your surprise, and even to my surprise, the process of application for the whole student and this, I would say,
Admission
like
process.
admission processes and the whole visa processes, it took me honestly 2.5 months.
No, it's pretty easy.
Yes, honestly, that was a miracle for me, because before that, like as I mentioned, I was applying for some other countries, for example Australia, and
Yep.
then Italy.
Because I would assume Poland is not a popular destination for Pakistanis, yeah?
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's not.
yeah.
I mean, in Pakistan, that the typical famous destinations are United States, UK, Canada. UK is a very popular destination. You can call it the second Pakistan.
Yeah.
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 Um,
So many
so
packs in the UK, yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I would say that was the reason I started looking for opportunities in Europe. Then I, like as I mentioned, I am interested into history, architecture, and I'm an engineer by
Sure,
profession.
yeah.
So um, I secured some scholarships in Italy, but then due to some reasons and those visa processes, and it took like quite a long time, like almost over 6 months. So I was kind of
Wow.
frustrated, and I was like, man, I need to look for some other options.
Yeah.
And then I came across Poland, and I was like, Poland is like a hidden gem for Pakistanis, because I never heard anyone went to Poland.
I think especially during the 2022 era, yeah?
Yeah,
The
2022,
COVID
or
era.
exactly, I mean, like late 2019 to early 2022. This time frame was kind of uncertain, and things were very dynamic. So yeah, I would say, I applied, like my application and all the documentation, as I mentioned, they were already prepared. So I did not have to do much for the application in
The
Poland.
process.
Yes.
You're talking about the documentation, like administration stuff in Pakistan, or
Exactly,
the administration?
administration stuff in Pakistan.
Because I would
Like,
assume you have also to legalize some
oh
papers.
yeah, I mean we have to do our certificates like school living certificates, high school certificates. We have to get them certified by the inter board for the higher education, and then our I would say degrees, because
Mm-hmm.
diploma is a word used specifically in Poland for the degree.
Mm-hmm.
Our degrees has to be certified from HEC, Higher Education Commission, and
Okay.
after that, many countries have their own requirements for legalization. So for Poland, it was quite I would say soft, not super strict.
At the beginning, yeah.
Oh yeah. So I mean, it did not take me a lot of time for Poland
Sure.
for this whole process, but like you can count it on the fingers. So this is a typical process for admission for any country.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter Poland, doesn't matter it's Italy, Germany. You have to do all of those authorizations and
Legalization,
attestations
yeah.
and legalizations.
So you
So
had them ready. You had them ready for.
I had all of things
Okay.
ready. So one day I was just sitting and I was looking for some countries, and I came across Poland, and I was like, man, this is very beautiful country,
Yeah.
and this is not very popular in my country too. So yeah, as I mentioned, I just explored some I would say some universities.
Did you directly choose Poznan, or you went through, let's say, Warsaw,
No,
Gdansk? It was your
it was
first choice.
random. It
Wow,
was
man.
random. It was random.
Wow.
So I just closed my eyes
You chose
and
Poznan.
I just went on the Google and I just asked like some of the best technical universities in
Yeah.
Poland. And on third number, I came across Polytechnica,
Oh yeah.
and the building was very beautiful. I know that sounds very funny, but this
Yeah.
building was very beautiful and it looked very old, historical. So I was like, I want to study there.
Mm-hmm.
I applied, everything wrapped in like 1.5 week precisely, like this admission process.
Did you have to do the English examination, or you already, or in Pakistan you already studied in English?
Well,
Because
I studied in English.
so you
I mean,
didn't have this requirement to
we
provide.
had,
You
we
had.
had. I mean,
Oh.
it's like this. It depends on the university where you are applying, and
Mm-hmm.
it depends also on the country. I mean, their specific conditions.
And requirements.
Yeah, but for example, my friend, he just submitted a letter, like a letter that says that the medium of education was in English.
So it doesn't have to
Yeah,
take
exactly.
another exam in English.
Honestly.
Yeah.
But for me, as I mentioned, I was already in this journey long before the Poland, so I already had my IELTS test.
Yeah.
So I had my like quite good, I would say, bands in
Yeah.
it. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't a strict requirement in this
Yeah,
way.
at first, yeah, and then
Mm-hmm.
let's go to the when you got the visa
Yeah.
process, because I think that's the also
Mm-hmm.
some of the, like, one of the aspects of the of studies
Mm-hmm.
in Europe is
Mm-hmm.
the visa requirement.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are so hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about Pakistan. Can you delve deep in that?
Absolutely. I mean, like as I mentioned, Poland was not super popular destination in Pakistan for Pakistani students.
Mm-hmm.
So when I embarked on this journey, so I was super confused how to do it, what to do it, even though I knew like what are like how to do this process. So long story short, I had some connections and I asked their opinion about it, and they discouraged me. They were like, they had some connections who were waiting for over 1 year for the appointments
Wow,
and they could not get it. And I was like, I'm done with it because Australia did not work for me, Italy
didn't work.
did not work for me, and I'm wasting my time. And like, I already, I would say, quit my job in Pakistan that I secured after graduation.
Because you
Because
are in civil engineering.
exactly, exactly.
Uh,
So, so then the funny thing is, one day I sent an email to the embassy directly, and like attach all of my like not applications but the conditional letters and my portfolio or CV.
mhm.
and they opened the portal for me
Like the one day or
within one day.
wow.
So it
Yeah.
was for me and my friend. So like me and my friend, we started the journey for Poland together, and it worked for both of us
Wow, man.
at the same time. So that's why I usually call it as a miracle.
It's like a destiny. I think it's a destiny.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I believe in Qadr, so it's
Man,
like Alhamdulillah.
alhamdulillah, yeah.
So I would say, um, yeah. So I
And then,
applied on the portal.
and how long did it take to get the visa? 1 month or 15 days?
Not really, 10 days.
Wow, that's even faster than Algeria. Wow, man.
Yeah, but by the end of the day, I would say that like since Poland was never a popular destination in Pakistan, and Polish embassy especially is very strict in terms of scrutinizing the applications, so they don't easily give visas to everyone, but they like sieve through it, so they only want the genuine people
Yeah, yeah.
who they think are like kind of
People that are going to study, not to
exactly,
do something else.
exactly.
Yeah.
So in the visa collection day, I went there and I saw a lot of people getting their rejection. So I was like praying in my heart that God, please help me.
Yeah,
And
yes.
I was the last one to receive my passport,
I guess.
and I received my visa.
And
So
how does it feel? How did it feel?
life changing.
Yeah, man, life changing. Yeah, man.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it was life changing for me. And yeah, after that, I just arrived in Poland like within 15 days.
I think you arrived at the same period. Me, you, Ryan.
Oh,
Not
absolutely.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
So,
good.
so all of us like
Came on the same year.
in the same time,
Yeah,
we are
yeah.
batchmates. So, like in short, I would say, the student like strictly for the student, I will mention that
Mm.
it's neither super tough,
Mm-hmm.
not easiest as a piece of cake.
Mm-hmm.
They just check that you are a genuine person and you truly has the intentions
To study.
to study, or like let's say whatever the kind of visa you applied, like
Mm.
they like they don't want anyone who is hiding himself or herself for the intention of another thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand. I
so
understand.
yeah, that was the thing. And in short, I enjoyed the process because, as I mentioned,
We discovered a lot of stuff.
I discovered a lot of things,
Yeah.
and the whole process happened in like 2.5 months.
Yeah, but for you it was very smooth, man. Really,
Hmm.
that's very good. That's surprising because even when I applied, it took me
Mm-hmm.
like 5 months.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
yeah, it's very different. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and speaking of that,
Mm-hmm.
what's the breakdown of the cost? Let's say the total
Mm-hmm.
cost
Mm-hmm.
for someone
Mm-hmm.
to undergo the whole process
Okay.
from
So
start to finish. Like,
okay.
give me a ballpark
Okay.
figure.
So first thing I would mention is I'm not up to date now
Mm.
these days, like since mm, I don't have interest in it anymore, or I just don't keep myself up to date. So my information will be outdated. Like I'm providing the information 3 years old when I
Mm.
started this journey.
Yeah.
And first, I would say that the breakdown of this whole cost I will provide in Pakistani rupees, and
Yeah.
then when I have to wrap up everything in
Yeah.
like whole,
Euros.
I
Yeah.
will give information in euros.
Okay.
So, for example, for the I would say attestation of my certifications or my school living certificates or higher degrees or all of those things. So it
Mm.
took me almost like more or less 60,000 Pakistani rupees,
Okay.
everything cumulatively, including HEC certifications and IBCC attestations and all those things. Um, then since I mentioned I did IELTS as well, so that time
Yeah.
the IELTS examination took me like 45,000 Pakistani rupees.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did like I was kind of very open-handed in terms of expenses. So
Mm.
I was not very strict. So like for example, my father he was the main sponsor of this whole process. So
Yeah.
he was like beta, we call beta like son. You
Oh,
don't have to
that
worry
I
much. Just do whatever you think it's comfortable for you,
yeah.
and we'll manage it.
Okay.
So then attestations and those legalizations, and then later attestation from Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Mm-hmm.
Then you just add up the ticket, like the flight ticket, that took me like almost 100,000 Pakistani rupees from Pakistan to Warsaw, like to Poland.
Is it a direct flight or you have
It was a connection flight. So
connection?
it was a connecting flight. So I flew from Islamabad to Doha and from
Doha,
Doha to Warsaw. So it was by Qatar Airways.
yeah.
Uh, of course, no sponsorship.
Yeah. There,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then you have the university tuition fees. So it was like almost three and a half 3,500,000 Pakistani rupees, something like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't exactly remember. So, so, cumulatively, I would say the whole process took me almost 1 million Pakistani rupees, including the money that I brought with me to Poland.
To
So it
spend
was,
a year
yes,
as a student, yeah.
so it was almost like 1,200 euros I brought with me. So this 1 million Pakistani rupees that time was almost like 4,500 euros.
Mm.
Yeah, for this whole process
Yeah.
to bring me from Poland
For Pakistan.
from Pakistan to Poland. Excuse me.
Yeah, I understand.
So yeah.
It was a lot, yeah.
hmm
So everything is like 12k euros. 12k euros or 12k lira?
no, 12K. No, I mentioned in euros. So it was
No.
like 4,500 euros.
Okay,
So
okay. So
not super a lot.
that's
It's
super a lot, yeah. Because now, considering now that master degree costs like 2,000 euros
oh yeah.
per semester, so yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
That time it was quite reasonable, I would say. I don't want to say cheap because it can sometimes be hurting for our Polish friends.
Yeah,
They don't like when you mention
it's
that
cheap. It's not
Poland is
cheap.
cheap. It's not cheap, but
It's
it's
not.
not super expensive when you compare to other Western countries.
For
So,
example, like Germany,
for example,
Germany,
Germany,
oh,
UK is
UK,
super expensive.
expensive. Yeah, the education system is like
Oh yeah.
super expensive. Yeah.
So it was like that. And these days, since decline of economy and some other issues, like as I mentioned, my information is not up to date.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
I don't know.
but I'm sure that they all occur is it because when I was doing the research for my
hmm
Algerian
hmm
video for Algerians,
Yeah,
so the bachelor now is starting from 1,500 euros. It was like 900 euros.
that's
Yeah,
expensive.
and then master degree
Uh-huh.
starting from 2,000 euros. But that
Yes,
it depends on type of university.
absolutely.
If it's a big university or it's just a small one. So yeah.
For example, there and even within Poland, so since most of their laws are constantly changing or they're trying to adjust it according to the environment,
Mm-hmm.
um, certain universities in the big cities could be more reasonable than certain universities. For example, Warsaw University of Technology has certain courses
Yeah,
that are cheaper than the
Poznan.
courses in Poznan
Yeah.
University. So this is surprising for me. But yeah, you have to make sure that the university that you are choosing for yourself should reflect your interests and also
Your
your finances.
finances, yeah, yeah. On that notice, I think the cheapest university I checked was Adama University.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the cheapest one of them. Yeah. If some, but it doesn't have the same, let's say, majors like
Mm-hmm.
Polytechnica.
Mm-hmm.
So it's mainly for like
Mm-hmm.
people who study history,
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
journalism, chemical studies.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have a wide choice,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a starting point. You can always change your major when you are here. It's
Absolutely.
easier than starting from your country. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What do you think? Do you think that Poland is a good destination for students currently in 2025, 2026, almost?
Mm-hmm. Um, Honestly, I won't say it's a very straightforward question.
Mm-hmm.
It's very subjective. Uh,
What do you think? I mean, in your
in my opinion,
in your opinion, yeah, for
in
sure.
my opinion, Poland is very, I would say, it's offering a lot. So it's not super expensive if you're a genuine student
Mm.
and if you want to study and if you are taking care of your academics.
Academics.
academics, and if you have a clear mindset, let's say, I would suggest that try to keep your mind clear. What do you want to do? Let's say if you want to stay in Poland after your studies, then you have to have your clear plan, like, okay, you want to study this, and then what kind of industry is offering in Poland.
Mm.
This is important. Let's say if someone arrives to Poland to study history, then
Mm-hmm.
of course the history in Poland will be more targeted on Polish or European history, and I don't have an idea about the market of history. Like it's of course very questionable. So
Subjective, yeah, like you said.
so in general, for me it worked,
Mm-hmm.
and I am very happy that I am in Poland
Mm-hmm.
because it's a beautiful country. It offers a lot,
Yeah,
and the people are super supportive, and they are like they value you.
yeah.
So you have this sense of value here.
It's contrary to what you hear. Like
Mhm.
they say, Polish people are racist. They don't like foreigners, but to be honest, I never experienced that. What about yourself?
I think that's like
Mm.
generalization, because it happens because of lack of
Integration, okay.
awareness.
Awareness
Yes,
and integration also.
exactly.
Yeah.
So um, Pol Poland is racist? I don't think so. Racism is a very big word to
Yeah,
mention. Yeah,
yeah.
and I think racism exists everywhere, even in Pakistan.
Yeah,
Even
Pakistan.
within Pakistan, we have a lot of different ethnicities, cultures, and
Mm,
it happens intentionally or unintentionally.
mm,
But when it comes to, let's say, discrimination,
mm.
or let's say bad treatment, I never experienced it. Even no.
Yeah.
But one of the reason could be because I don't speak Polish fluently. I'm just a very beginner.
Yeah, that could be.
So so that's kind of funny to
Yeah,
say.
yeah. So they should take your
Mm,
words with a
s-
grain of salt.
so yeah, I mean, I don't know if someone says something in their language, it is something different. But then by the end of the day, we also say a lot of things about
Thanks.
some other people in our
Yeah,
language. So
exactly. Yeah,
this is
yeah.
it. But in general now,
Mm,
you wherever wherever you go as a foreigner,
mm,
you will have a very nice treatment. And one suggestion from my side is try to be polite as well. Polish culture is
different
a
culture.
very different culture than other cultures, and you have to kind of know your boundaries, right? Like
Mm.
for example, in some countries, smiling at
Every street.
strangers is polite, right?
Yes, yeah, here now.
But here, if you are smiling at someone stranger,
Mm,
don't expect that they are going to
back.
smile back at you.
Yeah, they will look at
I
you
mean, at
like you're
least in
weird.
my experience.
Yeah, yeah,
But sometimes it surprises me that, let's say, some old ladies or some women, they smile at you,
yeah,
and then to replicate, I have to also smile, not
yeah,
to come up as a rude.
yeah. As a real person, yeah.
So that doesn't mean that Poles are rude or Polish culture is rude.
The way they are.
It's just the things work very different in different cultures, so you just know. And I did my homework when I was arriving in Poland. I knew that, for example, in Pakistani culture is quite touchy,
Mm.
even in the same gender. So for example, men, they are like usually like hey, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like even in Arabic cultures. But in Poland, I have noticed that it doesn't work like this.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
understand this, yeah. Yeah, and let's move on to the
mhm,
very important topic.
sure.
Karta Pobeto.
Ah,
Residency card. The nightmare of
okay.
immigrants. Yeah, are you still waiting for your card, actually? Did you get
It's
any news about it?
honestly, for me,
Yeah,
the application for residence permit or carta pobytu,
yeah.
uh, being applied as a worker, like as an employee,
Mm,
it's taking a lot of time.
yeah.
I'm not sure about other voivodeships, let's say in the Krakow region
Mm-hmm.
or some other for Warsaw or for Poznan, excuse me. I heard that. Um, it's taking a lot of time, like almost 10 months, 11 months to 1 year it can take.
Yeah, in Wrocław they say it takes almost 2 years.
So
It's
so
weird, yeah.
so that's what I
Yeah,
can say, that
yeah.
it's a nightmare. But when someone is in Poland as a student, the application
It's easier,
is processed
faster.
faster as compared to workers. I don't know what could be the reason behind it. Probably because of
Mm.
geopolitical reasons happen, like the war
Yeah.
in Ukraine or some others, or refugees. So
Mm.
maybe a lot of migrants coming to Poland for working. So that could
Yeah.
be the reason. But yes, if you are arriving in Poland and if you have an intention that you want to work in Poland after finishing your bachelor's or your master's,
Mm-hmm.
keep this in your mind that it might take like months, like several months.
Especially if you had some kind of
Mm-hmm.
traveling plans already, so you should put them on hold. You may never know. And also, what are the types of residency card here?
The residency cards are basically like, first you just um, differentiate them into permanent residency or long-term residency, and then temporary residency, because
Mm-hmm.
you get this permanent residency or long-term residency after your temporary residency. And temporary residency y- is is usually applied based on your reason for stay in Poland.
Sure.
Either you are student, either you are working here as a full-time worker, or you came here as a refugee. I have no idea about how it works for refugees.
And also,
Oh,
there is something called informal relationship, so you can get up to 1 year, like a girlfriend. Yeah,
okay, okay,
that's a
okay,
new one.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, as you mentioned. So it's also about your civil partnership, or
Mm.
if you have,
Mm.
let's say, your spouse living in Poland, so
Mm.
your wife, or so this is also a reason to apply for residency. Then, in terms of workers, you have a normal TRC or temporary residence card, and
Yes.
then you have a TRC for highly skilled individuals. It is called blue card. But
Yeah. What do you think about the blue card? Actually, that's
blue card,
yeah.
I have a dream to apply for blue card,
I have a dream.
but I have to work hard for
Yeah.
it. So blue card is basically applied when you have a certain uh,
Salary threshold.
salary threshold, exactly, and this salary threshold is benchmarked in in each European country. So for example, those kind of laws exist in other countries too. Germany, Italy, France, you will have blue card theirs as well,
Mm-hmm.
and they will have their own benchmarks. But in Poland, so the benchmark is, I'm not sure, something like 12,900 Polish zloty or
Yeah.
something like this,
Gross. Yeah.
brutto,
Gross.
gross
Yeah.
salary. And then after taxes, I don't know,
Mm.
it's quite different.
I think it's after taxes. I think
Mm.
it's 7,000 or 8,000
Yeah.
because like the bigger the salary is,
Hmm.
the bigger the tax brackets. That's another negative here.
Of course, I mean,
Yeah.
you won't have your like, I would say,
Netto.
yeah, of
Like.
course, of course. So you will have taxes here,
Mm.
and Poland is one of the country where they have like really high taxes, but it's of course not the highest
Mm.
taxed country. I think it's Germany or Netherlands.
Germany, Netherlands,
Mm-hmm.
and France.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, but for the blue card is
What's the
uh,
good thing about it actually? Because
the good thing about blue card is that it gives you a little bit easy mobility as compared to your regular carta pobito or your regular residence permit, because on the basis of blue card,
Mhm.
once you get your blue card, you stay in that country or with that specific employer for certain times. Let's say the employer says 1 year or 1.5 year,
Mhm.
you stay with them, and after that you can hunt for the jobs in other European countries, and you don't have to apply for the visas, or you don't have to go through this whole hectic process. So
Mm.
so you
Yeah.
can tell your new employer that you have your blue card, and the process gets lots easier.
Yeah, and that's especially when you want to apply
Mm-hmm.
for a job in another European
Mm-hmm.
country.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a visa. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's really it makes your life easier actually.
exactly.
Yeah, speaking of work,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think about the current situation of the job market, the AI thing? How how did it change from the time we've been here?
Well, you are going to touch some
Yeah,
controversial
controversial.
topics of
Yeah,
AI.
but they need to hear it really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think I would say the revolution brought by AI is more like hyped or overly hyped,
Mm.
because we need to live with this revolution, and it's, of course, it's like a double-edged sword or double-edged
Mm.
knife, you know.
Mm. Mhm.
And I'm a little bit optimistic person, so I will see on the brighter side of it. So I think AI is not gonna cut most of your jobs, but definitely it will affect certain areas of the jobs.
Yeah.
When it comes to the jobs in general in Poland, I think AI is still not to blame, because AI is still in the, I would say,
Maturing phase.
in the maturing phase.
Yeah.
So it's not, I would say, like 100% implemented and a lot of people lost their jobs.
Mm.
It is still like being applied in the market. Okay, so when it comes to the job in general,
Mhm.
it depends on what kind of work you want to do. As I gave an example earlier, if you are a historian, or
Yeah.
if you have studied history back in Pakistan or back in Egypt or back in Algeria, um, even the historians in Poland are facing a little bit challenges in terms of the jobs, because being a historian you have to look for jobs in museums
So hard
or
to find.
exhibitions, so it will be hard.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
on contrary, if you are, let's say, AI programmer, machine learning expert, or let's say you are mechatronics engineer, or you have studied robotics and automation,
Mm-hmm.
then I would say you will have demand here in Poland.
Mm.
And of course, not to forget one thing, the language, the
Language,
language,
yeah.
the language barrier. But definitely the language barrier will be minimum in certain jobs and it will be maximum in other jobs. For example, I'm a civil engineer.
I would
Uh,
think that you need polish, man.
of course.
Yeah.
So being a civil engineer, if you are expecting to work on site, so I would suggest you to um, either go for an English speaking country, or you need to learn Polish
Yeah.
to interact with the people, okay?
Yeah.
But for example, if you are a programmer or you are working in a multinational company,
Mm-hmm.
so the culture will be, of course, English dominated,
Always.
so it will be kind of helpful. But then those jobs will be highly competitive,
Mm.
and the competition is rising a little bit as compared to back in 2022 when I arrived.
Mm. 20, what was
2022, it was a little bit easier to find jobs,
mm.
but now and in the future, it will be getting a bit more competitive.
Mm-hmm.
But you can equip yourself with the skills and language. If you know language, then this is the greatest asset.
Yeah, actually, that's like my only advice for people who are trying
Mm-hmm.
to go to any European countries.
Yeah.
Please learn the language.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because you are in when you're like in a tight situation, you even need the language to get the permanent
Mm-hmm.
residency.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So if you study it when you are in your country,
Mm-hmm.
you have like more time,
Mm-hmm.
like 1 year, and you're studying Polish. Imagine that I studied Polish like for 1 or 2 years in my country before coming here. I'm already, I think I could already apply for the residency card, permanent one.
Exactly.
And also, if you speak the language in
Mm-hmm.
Polish, if you speak Polish at C1 level,
Mm-hmm.
you can study for free.
Of course. I mean,
Yeah,
C1 level is is
it's
is 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 really
it's not that easy yet. It's
no, no, no.
I think even Polish people struggle with.
I mean, my Polish friend
Yeah,
is always discouraging me, like, Fahad,
yeah.
Polish is very hard, and I'm like, bro, you need to chill, and you have to encourage me.
Yeah, the
But
C1 level is no joke, man.
yes,
Yeah.
but by the end of the day, I would say even if you have like Polish language at communicative level,
Mm.
you won't have any challenges even in the part-time jobs. For example, I struggled a lot to find my part-time job to
Mm-hmm.
support myself. So it can be a nightmare for you.
Mm.
So yeah, language is no exception. Wherever you are going in Europe,
Mm-hmm.
like Czech or Germany or some other countries,
Mm.
it's gonna hinder your way, or you will face it. So yeah,
So you need to learn the language one way
exactly.
or another.
Exactly. And I think it's a great way to respect that culture too,
Mm.
because I faced in Poland when I am trying to speak to someone in Polish,
Mm.
they suddenly gets very soft with you, very open, and they are like very happy.
Because they like that some foreigner trying to learn
Hmm.
the language.
Exactly, or someone is trying to integrate.
Yeah, that's the whole
Hmm.
purpose of it. Yeah.
So yeah, so I think do your homework.
Yeah, you should, guys, should really learn the language.
Exactly.
Okay, so this ends our segment on Poland.
Mm-hmm.
So there are, I want to jump onto
Mm-hmm.
Pakistan culture.
All right.
I want to understand the relation between India and Pakistan, really, because
Ah,
as you know, I'm a big fan. I was a big fan of Bollywood,
okay.
and the subject of Pakistan and India, they are at war, and then Bangladesh is always brought up. So please, can you clarify the situation?
Okay. Um, One of the main reason is, of course, the political situation,
Yeah.
because like before 1947,
Hmm.
it was only one region, and
Mm.
then and of course ruled by Britishers.
As well, yeah.
And then we separated based on many political reasons,
Hmm.
and of course religious reason. For example, Islam
Islam, yeah.
was predominantly the reason to
Hmm.
to get separation. And after that, as I mentioned, because of political reasons, we fought like 3 or 4 wars with each other.
Mm. It's like
uh,
civil war.
Not civil war, but like across borders war, like India and Pakistan wars.
Hmm.
And then we have like a lot of mostly we have tensions because of political reasons.
Hmm.
And then people gets very sentimental,
Yeah.
and let's say for example on cricket or on Bollywood or some TV dramas or
Mm.
something. So it's a long story, I would say.
I know, but yeah, I understand. Yeah, and it's
And
all because of the British rule. Yeah, the colonizers.
um I mean, I have this perception that when someone has a weak house, and your neighbors just, you know, break your wall, you cannot blame your neighbors. You have to fix your house. So it was
Yeah.
like this situation for this Indian subcontinent.
Mm-hmm.
We were always fighting with each other. The rulers of India of that time were weak. They could not protect us, and then the outsiders came, and then of course divide and rule. And yeah, um, England, like British Empire, has to be blamed in this way, that they played the game of divide and rule.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, by the end of the day, um, many people have different opinions, but I'm quite happy that now countries have to focus on their future.
They are more sovereign, I think.
Mm-hmm. Of course, there are political situations, and we have a lot of problems in our countries,
Mm.
especially my own country.
Mm.
And I believe we have to focus on ourselves rather than fighting.
Yeah, you should focus
So yeah,
on future, man. You can leave the past behind. You cannot always
exactly.
yeah,
And
ignite the past tensions.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
What about have you ever been to India?
I mean, I would like to go to India.
You've never been there, huh?
No, I cannot go to India because of the political situations. And
Not now, but in the past. Like it
no,
didn't
never,
cross my.
never. I
Oh.
never went there. I never had a reason to go to India that time. And the visas, I mean, the entry conditions were quite limited. For example, you could visit each other's country for religious reason. For example,
Uh-huh.
religious pilgrims are coming to Pakistan or they're going to India.
Mm.
So in this way, the diplomatic missions in both countries supports, but solely based on the tourism, we don't have that straightforward.
Mm.
So that's why I cannot go to India right now. And even if I apply, I'm pretty sure they will reject. And the same applies to Indians.
Mm.
So
Understand.
that's like
Mhm.
very tough situation.
Do you think, in your mind, do you have a reason to visit India,
Of
or it's
course.
you have a
Of
reason?
course,
Yeah.
like I mentioned, I love history
Mm. Mm.
and we have a shared history for over millennium. There
Yeah.
are a lot of places in India I would like to visit. For example, Delhi.
Delhi. Yeah.
I love history and I love to know about the Delhi and I feel Lahore and Delhi are like sisters.
Mm.
And then of course we have other cities. For example, um, in Rajasthan we have Jaipur. So
Okay.
yeah, so
What about the language? I think you speak Urdu, yeah?
I speak
Urdu.
Urdu. We have Urdu as a national language in Pakistan,
Mm-hmm.
but I would say it's a sister language to Hindi. We
Mm.
understand each other, but
Mm.
when it's written, then of course it gets challenging for us to read it.
Why is
So
that?
it's like you can imagine that, um, for example, Polish and Russian they sound similar.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but Russian is written with a different script and Polish is written with a different
Different
script.
script. Oh yeah,
So
especially the Russian one.
exactly.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I understand
So
now, yeah.
this is the reason.
But the good thing is you can speak freely, so the
Yeah.
oral is the same, so
Unless it's formal. So if both of us, like me, Urdu speaker and Hindi speaker, we
mm.
get formal with each other,
Mm-hmm.
then it becomes difficult. But if we are
Oh.
informal, then it's very simple. We understand like 80 to 90% each other. But when we are talking to each other formally, then it gets difficult because Urdu is more Persianized and Hindi is more Sanskritized. So
Mm.
it gets very
I
difficult.
understand. That's very interesting, man. Yeah. Okay. So, do you have any final thoughts before we wrap up? Like, okay, before we wrap up, I want you to tell me some fun facts about Pakistan,
Oh,
like unknown fact.
Pakistan,
uh,
my beloved country. I mean, we have a lot of fun facts, but
let's
um,
focus on one surprising fact.
one surprising fact,
Mm,
we have one of the oldest salt mine in the world.
mm,
Uh, this is called, like, in the world, it's famous for Himalayan pink salt,
oh.
but generally, it's in Pakistan we call it Kerala salt mines. So
Mm-hmm.
these salt mines were basically
Mm,
discovered by Alexander the Great. So when Alexander the Great was moving towards India and his horses they camped there.
yeah.
So the horses suddenly started licking some rocks there. And
Mm,
as you know that horses or animals they usually crave for salt.
yeah, yeah.
So they are usually uh, licking certain
Rocks.
rocks or some let's say soil
Mm.
because of minerals.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how they discovered, and now it is one of the world's most beautiful salt mine. You go there and they have like this the monuments erected within the salt mine and they
Mm.
illuminate it with the lights, and then they also have a sanatorium there where they treat the patients
Mm.
suffering from asthma.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a
Yeah.
very beautiful place.
Yeah, I think it's because of marketing because everyone like Himalayan sea salt, Himalayan sea salt,
Mm-hmm.
and then they think it's from the Himalayas, but now it's from Pakistan, man. Oh,
Absolutely, absolutely. So
yeah.
it's a very unique thing, and you will find like within the whole world, you will find like this pink rock lamps.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like glowing, very reddish yellow colored.
Mm-hmm.
It's all coming from Pakistan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful land, the land of the Himalayan salt.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
If someone wants to get a hold of you, Do you have any socials you can share? Like someone wants to ask more questions?
For now, I don't have any social media, but of course, I would provide you my public accounts, let's say in Instagram or some
Okay,
emails,
okay,
and then
okay.
if anyone wants to approach me,
Yeah.
so
Ask
so
more questions about the
yeah,
whole
for sure,
process. Yeah.
for sure.
Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, topic to discuss, leave them below in the comment section. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.